It's always a great pleasure when I get a call from Ashton, especially when he tells me, John, I've bought another property and I'd like you to be involved in looking at the kitchen with me. Ashton came in with some initial ideas of what he wanted to try and achieve with this beautiful property, and then the journey started all over again.
From the outset, our collaboration was fantastic, and the amount of time that was spent by John and his team in working with me and ironing out all these little details that make such a difference to making the kitchen right.
It's always, to me, detail's always been important. Detail makes all the difference. I've always believed we'd made furniture that just fills a kitchen. And especially in a project like this, we can't roll out stuff that we've rolled out before. We've got to literally start with a blank canvas and look at every little detail, from the pilasters on the end of the island to the bigger pilasters on the larder cupboard, the detailing around the door, the cornicings. When you've got ceilings that are 15 feet high, you have to scale everything up so it all sits comfortably individually and as a whole.
Yeah. So it looks believable. And in those details, Rencraft were meticulous in getting them right. I made the decision early on to put this wonderful wallpaper, and the kitchen had to compete with that. So there were changes as the kitchen design evolved. We were also faced with issues with lighting because of the listing of the house. We couldn't put any down lighting in. So John came up with this idea of putting a raised pedestal in the middle of the island here to give this ambient light, which also has the effect of covering any pots and pans that might be boiling over to be on the other side. And from your guest's point of view, everything looks calm. The handles are jeweled in nickel, the appliances in nickel. The idea behind that was to create a sort of a silver element, which I rather liked the idea of as 18th century silver.
So we needed to work with the architecture of the building. So we took datum heights from the doors of the room looking out onto the garden for the tops of the cupboards, and then we put the break front in and then stepped the units to the sides of the centre larder down slightly to create this effect of more of furniture, I would say. Traditional furniture would often be on a break front. We needed to take a series of mouldings to create the cornices because we needed a grander cornice to suit the height of the furniture. And then when we get to the top of the cornice in the centre, we've got a pediment, which we haven't made a pediment at Rencraft in our workshops probably for 25 years now.
Let alone a broken pediment.
Let alone a broken pediment. So that was a challenge in itself, but that was a series of stepping stones, I would say, of meetings with Ashton and myself and our workshop manager, Craig, where we looked at the details, we took information from time gone by and we looked at the angles of pediments, etc. There are tried and tested theories out there that work, so we took those and then we embellished it ourselves so it fits in with its new surroundings. So it's an individual one-off piece that we've created in a collaboration. Rencraft's come out of it with a happy client. We've come out with a project that we're totally proud of, and as always, I've learnt many new things from Ashton on this journey and this collaboration that I will take forward further, that we'll implement in different ways in different projects. As Rencraft always says, it's those small little details that actually can get overlooked that as a whole can make quite a big difference.
It has been a true collaboration and a highly successful one.